Hey everyone, Tommy from TechNexus, and thanks for joining me this week for some beginners tips and tricks in AutoCAD. Now, yesterday and the day before we did text and dimensions, and now we're going to have a look at layers. So by default, there is always a layer 0 and a def points layer. Def points is usually what's called non-plottable. So if I was to have everything here on def points, then it would not plot. Now, we want to give our drawing a little bit more sort of definition. So I can come in here and under the layer properties palette, I can right click and go new layer, and I can say walls, and then I can say new layer, I can say driveway. So I know my walls are going to be red. Okay, and my driveway is going to be green. And we can also adjust the line type, and I can say that it's dashed. Okay, and I don't want them to be plotted. But now I can pick elements in my drawing and then look at the properties palette and change them to be, whatever they need to be on whichever layer. Now, you can keep it all on 0. So if I just come in here and just start drawing some lines, so I can keep them all on layer 0, but then I can look at the properties and just change them to red and different colors as well. Now, I mean, you can work that way. There's no real right or wrong. It just makes life a bit harder if you need to interrogate the drawing for something else to try and filter out layers rather than trying to filter out by colors as well. So I, again, am not a fan of doing it this way. I'd rather using AutoCAD layers, give names and colors and line types to whatever I need, and then that way I can turn the walls on and off if I need to, freeze them, or again, the driveway depends on how messy the drawing gets and what you want to see and what you want to do. Now, all of this obviously flows through to our paper space, so I'm just going to come in here and close that. So you can see here that we can adjust my views in here, so I'm going to delete those dimensions now, and then that way I'm going to redimension it. So in paper space, so you can see here we can go through and start doing dimensions. Actually, I wanted to do, where is it, dimensions, and go continue. So then from that we can just start clicking points, and you can see that the software has decided, because that's too small, we're going to put a small leader and put that 4688 on top of that as well. So if we do the same over here, so 100, and then we can do a annotate and then go continue, so we can go through and start populating the values there for whatever it might be that we need to do. Okay, and with the layering command, you can freeze certain layers in certain viewports. You can adjust the colors for that viewport, so you can see the main color will be green, but for this viewport we can make it a different color if you really need to. So have a look at exploring those options. I won't necessarily delve into it just now, just to keep this video short and sweet, but if you do have any questions about layers and how they work as well, feel free to make comments in the comment section below, and I can have a bit of a dive into the layers, and then you can see how how much more powerful the layers can be. There is also layer states, so I can save a layer state to say that layer state is always going to have the walls off and driveway on, and subsequently we can have a different layer state to say that walls are on and driveways are off. So it just really depends on what you want to do. If you right click in this layer palette, you can see a whole bunch of different options there. Select, change descriptions, delete. You can't delete a layer, you can't delete 0, and you can't delete a layer that has elements on it. So if I tried to delete layer driveway, I'm going to get an error, and it tells me that I can't delete 0 and def points, the current layer, or layers containing objects as well. So if I had an xref, it would list the xref file down the left hand side and its individual layers in there as well. But once we get into xrefs, I think that'll be something that we can cover. So hopefully, like all of my other videos, it's been informative for you. So thanks for watching. Thumbs up if you liked the video, thumbs down if you didn't, but please do subscribe to the channel. Click on the bell icon to get daily notifications of all of my videos, and I will see you tomorrow for some more AutoCAD tips and tricks. See you later.